Hey guys, my name is Ash and I'm from Lakehouse Recording Studios, and I just wanted to personally thank all of the artists that were part of our Pride series for the entire month of June on Lakehouse Live. We're going to be releasing an episode every Friday. And I also wanted to remind everyone that this is a safe space to create in, no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life, no matter what time of year, forever and ever. This is a safe space, and I want to make sure that everyone knows they can create freely here, and we will support you. And with that being said, make sure if you are enjoying this content that you like and subscribe to our channel, share us on social media, and do the same for the artists. They are working so hard, and that's the whole reason why we do this show. So please enjoy, and happy Pride Month. Welcome to Lakehouse Live. I'm Ash, and today we have Heather Hills in the studio. She is going to play her first song called Spice, so take it away.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These are the ingredients chosen to create the perfect food.
I'm like, add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, nice round mics. Don't think twice, found it entice. Flow so tight and I keep it on ice. I'm like, ooh, I hope there ain't no haters when I come through. Ooh, I does this, baby, what do you do? Ain't ready for the rapture, they know it comes soon. There ain't enough room. Ooh, I spit magic, cut from a different fabric. They don't want static, killing is my habit. No, it'll get tragic, don't mean to be dramatic, but I could bring the havoc more than they could imagine. Keep the good flow stashed like work. Can't pull them out first and leave them in the dirt. It hit them where it hurt, then give the knife a turn. Then spit a couple flames and like Usher, I let it burn. But there's always like another one coming, they never learn. Now I gotta get up and give them what they deserve. I hear some dollars holler, I probably hit a nerve. It's probably time to wrap them up and take them to the curb. I'm like, add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, nice round mics. Don't think twice, found it entice. Flow so tight and I keep it on ice. I'm like, add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, nice round mics. Don't think twice, found it entice. Flow so tight and I keep it on ice. I'm like, ooh, pretty little titty and it comes in two. Pretty little kitty but she don't want you. Pretty and she's silly but don't get it confused. Pretty bitches known to do what they gotta do. At the top so much she would think it was my favorite position. To be the best, it just align with my vision. Don't nothing move until I make a decision. That's the final, no one gets an opinion. Got that tight little body, the unfriendly black hottie. I'm the shit like potty. Bitches could never stop me, the niggas could never top me. Heather's cashing a check, still got time to keep a pink pump pressed on the neck. That sugar, spice, and everything nice. That face, right, with plenty of height. He want the whole sight for all of the night. I keep the hold tight and he not at the speed of the light. I'm like, add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, nice round mics. Don't think twice, found it entice. Flow so tight and I keep it on ice. I'm like, ooh, what can you do? He like, let me show you. So I'm like, come through, show me that 1, 2. I got some girls too, so you bring your crew and it'll be a mood. Ooh, add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, I'm so nice. Add some sugar and spice. I'm so nice, I'm so nice.
All right, that was Heather's song, Spice. This is very spicy.
I try.
So welcome. Thank you so much for coming to the studio.
No, thank you for having me.
We really appreciate having you. I'm so excited. And yeah, I guess if you want to give us a little bit of insight into what else we're going to hear today, maybe a little bit about the song Spice and everything else.
Absolutely. So I tend to take a lot of time in between making projects or making songs. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I feel like Spice was like my reintroduction into being like, yes, I'm releasing music again. You know, I just wanted it to be just very simple, very bumpy, you know, just something anybody could bump anywhere before I really like get into it for this next project, you know.
Love that. And are you actually working actively on the next project now?
Yes. Right now I'm in the stage where I'm just like collecting beats and writing to them and figuring out what story I want to tell, how I want to tell it.
you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, we're still in the very beginning formative process.
Is that kind of like your writing process with everything? Do you try to like have a story that you tell?
Absolutely. I think a lot back to the story pyramid that we got taught in elementary school. And I'm always just like, okay, how many songs per part? How many songs for the exposition, for the rising action, for the climax, for the falling action? I'm always trying to take people through my mind, essentially. 'Cause I started music because I was like, I don't feel like anybody understands me. I was like, here's a way to get them to, you
That's
know?
amazing. It's kind of like your own personal musical.
Exactly.
You need to be on Broadway one day, like
Yes, literally.
showing that.
I'm going to be one of those people that gets my own jukebox musical.
Love that. That's very cool. All right, so we're going to let Heather play her next song titled All I Do. So take it away, girl.
Will Billy Asshole. Will Billy Asshole. Will Billy Asshole. Will Billy Asshole.
Yo, young Miss Pinna, all black getter. Can't no bitch in a booth spit better. Rhyme so clever they can never take the pressure like the hottest Jersey weather. I'm the one to make them sweat. I get it poppin' if you let it strut through, boys crumble. See girl bad from the punks to the bundles. Throw a pass, niggas can't catch, they fumble. Starstruck, looking like where that bitch come from. So done up, what up, run up when I come through. Pour up the cup, we'll see what that come to. Bet they'll come running once your girl been through. A poser with you ain't what they used to. Catch 'em getting officious. Them bitches know they can't fuck with us. That icy flow was so vicious, contagious. No explaining her, so just bounce to this. Just bounce to this. So bounce to this. Just bounce to this. So bounce to this. Just bounce to this. So bounce to this. So bounce to this. Just bounce to this, cause that's all I do. Bounce to this. It's like all I do. Bounce to this. Cause that's all I do. Bounce to this. Cause that's all it's that long weave, dripping to the toes. Lord knows how the boys go, gripping on the flow. Got a little bankroll, feeling real bold. Told them hell no, you can catch hoes, not a real pro. Hit the best, so face it. Bitches can't take it. So next level, how the bitches so basic. Oh, so many try to reach and don't taste it. Written in the stars, you ain't catch a Heather chasing. It's so obvious. Use common sense. Girls sleeping on me got a consequence. That confidence is so ominous. Got girls writing spells trying to conjure this, but they just got a deal. I'm the best around. I'm swiping the sound. I'm picking up and putting it down. I'm running the town. I'm sitting up and looking around. I'm just guessing competition now will never be found. So just bounce to this. So bounce to this. 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 Just bounce to this, cause that's all I do. Bounce to this. Cause that's all I do. Bounce to this. Cause that's all I do. Bounce to this. Yo. Step up, pick up, get back and get some. Get up, get down, get round and get done. Go out, stick out, show out with them funds. I catch all the eyes, I've been that the one. Girls live for the sound so they emulate it. Bad bitch shit, no you can't debate it. Dudes on the back when the bass is breaking. Heather Hills on the track when the ass is shaking. Life and color, not another could amount to this. A lot of brothers know they about to have it out for this. Just bounce, bounce, bounce to this. Have the ballin' ass niggas trying to count to this. So just bounce to this, cause that's all I do. That's all I do. That's all I do. Little silly ass bitch, just bounce to this. So bounce to this. 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 Bounce to this, cause that's all I do. It's all I do. It's all I do. Heather Hills.
You were amazing. That was amazing. That was Heather's song, All I Do. Thank you so much for, again, playing another amazing track in here.
Thank you.
I am so blessed to have you.
I'm so happy to be here.
It's so cool, too, to, like, get into a different space. Like, you know, what's the recording journey kind of felt like for you?
Ooh, it's been clunky. It's been genuinely very clunky. I did like this kind of like, I don't want to say rinky dink, but I did this rinky dink mixtape when I was, I want to say 17, 18, it was like fresh out of high school. And that was done in like somebody's studio. It was very like fast food, like come in, record, they give you your recordings and you get out kind of situation. And when I was recording T-Girls, it was like the polar opposite. It was so professional. I think it cost me $3,500 to make that project. I was 19 working at Whole Foods, walking home from Wall to Neptune just so I could save enough money to pay to make the project, you know? So right now I'm kind of sitting in this place where I'm just like, I don't really care. It could be the dingiest of the gingiest. It could be the most professional of the professional. All that matters is that I'm really like putting my heart into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because growing up on hip hop, you see a lot that some of the some of the rappers that are like most revered for their lyricism or their artistry had a point in time where their quality was absolutely garbage, but people were able to see through it because of what they were giving.
100%, yeah.
So I had to stop worrying about where I was recording this and where I was putting it out, and more about what I was saying, like the content itself.
Yeah. And who's inspired you? I mean, I've seen, some of the things that you've done in other interviews and stuff, but I'd love to hear more about like other rappers and people that you grew up listening to that really inspired you.
Absolutely. The first rapper who I got exposed to was Biggie, because my mom is a huge Biggie fan, obviously. And I think I very quickly learned that there's like this very heavy masculine presence in rap music that is just not me, So while she was very focused on Biggie, I looked right past him and looked right at Kim.
Oh my
You know
God,
what I
yeah.
mean? So from Kim to Missy to Eve to Salt and Pepper to DeBrat were a lot of like my really early inspirations. Not necessarily like me buying their albums and listening to them, except for Missy. That bought a lot of Missy albums.
Oh,
but
I totally did too.
yeah. For the most part, it was just me looking and taking and recognizing that the space that felt like there was no place for me, there was
Yeah.
a place for me. And I just kind of started digging from there. And I think the three girls that really inspire me the most, that really push me to continue to keep making music even to this day, are Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, and Azealia Banks.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, through all of my sifting through artists,
Actual
those were the three I
queens.
found, and I was like, yes, this is
I can
perfect.
see that too in how you perform and what you put out musically. It definitely feels like it tells a story in a similar way, like especially in like the Missy vibes, which
Right.
is really that's an insane talent, because like she's so hard to like compare yourself to at the end of the day.
She's always said that there was never going to be another Missy, and I would always listen to those songs and be like,
Excuse me.
she's coming.
And so I think, in this conversation, it's sort of leading towards your identity and kind of how you came to figure out what your place in the world was. And so how did that kind of impact you when you were, looking into the rap world and growing up around it, and then realizing that you were transgender and kind of figuring out yourself? What was that like?
It was, I want to say it was simultaneously difficult and not difficult. I personally, with the culture that I was consuming, was it was a strong mix of both. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot of hip hop culture, but it was also a lot of I don't want to say hip hop wasn't mainstream at the time, but it was also like a lot of mainstream, more white culture.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So from the side of my life that was very white bread, it really wasn't that much of a problem. You know what I mean? Because they're just sitting there and they're just like, well, you're a happy, healthy child. No one thinks we're racist, so it's cool. It's cool. You know what I mean? But from the side of me that was taking in all of Black culture, it felt difficult. Mostly because, like I said, it felt like there was no place for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But growing up and listening to female rap and growing up with it, I kind of started to realize that the place that femininity was celebrated and recognized fully, and women were given their flowers, that was female rap. You know what I mean? Well, female rap and pop, I should say. But for the
Yeah.
most part, female rap is where everybody was like, this is me, this is what I'm going to be, and kind of like, fuck you if you have a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that really did kind of start too in the 90s. Like you could even go back to like Destiny's Child and like
Exactly.
like that was like a trio that was like, we're badass bitches, we're gonna do whatever we want and we don't care what anyone says, and they like took over the charts. So to kind of like, I grew up with that too, where I feel like every time someone looks at me, they're like, this girl did not grow up listening to rap or hip hop. But my mom's actually like the biggest rap and hip hop fan. So I grew up listening to pretty much everything in that world. And when I started to kind of dive into other genres and like alternative and stuff, my mom was like, what are you doing?
Same.
It was like turn back on like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes. My love for pop was a point of contention.
Yes, I totally get that. So, parents are parents and they love what they love, and it totally defines you too. Like
It does.
I think it's really amazing to be able to kind of take all those little pieces and bring them back into your music as well.
Exactly.
So Heather, for you, what do you have kind of going on in the scene right now? Like, I know there's got to be some shows coming up. I mean, you guys just released a single, you and
Right.
Blaze, Bitch Like Me. Iconic. I loved it.
Yes, I've been waiting for something like that. That was imminent. The only show that I have coming up at the moment is I'm going to be at Summer Slay at the Stone
Okay.
Pony with that's hosted by Tasty Angelina Jasmine.
Amazing, yes.
Blaze is going to be bringing me out during his set. I'm pretty sure that's where he's celebrating his album release.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, that makes sense.
And I get to come out and be a little guest star, which I'm so happy to be a part of. Every time I'm on, I just was on stage with him for the first time the other night at Low Dive. And that was an energy that I did not expect to come out of me or him or to emulate on stage, but it's perfect and it works. Now I'm super excited for this.
I was
show.
really upset that I wasn't there. I had like so much FOMO, and then like Blaze posted like all of the video shot or reposted all the shots, and I was just like, wow, I have more FOMO that I missed that. But my body was like, you need to rest.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes we have to like choose. But you guys seriously killed it from what I saw. And I am so excited to see you guys in August. So August 12th, guys, make sure you get out to the Stone Pony because that is going to be some amazing shit that happens. And make sure you check out all of Heather's stuff on Spotify, Apple Music, all of these social channels. You can go to her Instagram and you can reach everything from there and her amazing website. There's some awesome interviews on there too that she's done over the years. So make sure you check all that content out because we got to be out here supporting these people. I mean, that's the whole reason why we do this show too. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure that you are sharing things on your social platforms. And heck yeah. So I'm really excited to hear your last song. But before we do, we have to do our random question bowl. That is down below here. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
And I don't know what the question is. Oh, I lost one. It just went into my water.
Not the water.
Oh, no.
That question wasn't meant to be.
I hope it wasn't a really good one.
Right.
Will, was it your question? Yeah, why would you know? Okay, I'm going to pick this one. This is not a question. It just says, help, please.
Oh my God.
This was a cry for help.
Oh, are they okay? Like,
Are you okay, whoever you are? Like, please, whoever you are, reach out to us. We are here for you.
I will help.
I'm going to ask you another question.
Yeah, sure. One a little less fortune cookie like.
Yes. That was so scary.
Yes. Oh my God.
I am worried.
I hope they're all right.
Wherever you are. Okay. Interesting. So, would you rather be able to speak every language known to man or speak to animals?
Wow. That's actually a really interesting question. And I'm going to have to say, speak every language on the planet because I am tired of being considered an ignorant American. Actually, let me switch that. I'm tired of being an ignorant American. Okay. And honestly, we give too much importance to these animals. I want to be able to speak to my people. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to go to a country without them looking and being like, ugh, like, why do they always come here?
Another one of these Americans.
Yes, who don't bother to learn the language before they come here. Like, no, I just know it.
Honestly, like, we need to be better about that in our education systems because they're teaching English to everyone.
Literally.
And like, yes, it is universal. I get that. But like, come on, guys.
It's also far more comprehensive than the Spanish or the German or the French that they're teaching. Like, those are like little one-off courses, but like English is really like,
yeah, they're like
English.
Getting in there too when they're teaching people.
And if you would have given that to me, maybe I would have retained some Spanish. Okay.
Okay, so like, I completely agree with you. I think that we should all be learning some different languages.
Yes, absolutely.
It'd be pretty dope too to like know every language in the world. I could talk to anyone I wanted.
Exactly. And be able to communicate. You don't have to have those moments where you're sitting there and you're walking up to somebody and you're like, oh my God, I'm not going to know how to communicate. I'm the worst.
Yeah.
Which is usually where my mind goes. I'm the worst.
Yeah, every like retail job too that I've worked in, to be able to see someone who's bilingual and go up and like understand someone, that was like such a like wonderful moment of connection, because someone was finally like, "Oh my God, you understand what I'm saying?"
Right.
And I was like, I was always just like very moved by it, because I was like, I don't actually have these skills, and then really realized over time that I should. And now I feel like I need to go get another app. And
Right. And now that we've had this
repractice.
conversation, just Duolingo it up.
We're going to go home, learn, and then come back like a year from now, do another one of these only in Spanish.
Fully in Spanish. You guys are going to be so impressed.
So look out for that video in a year. I'm making a promise now. Like maybe it's a promise. We'll see.
Emphasis on maybe.
Okay, so we need to get you out of here, let you play your last song. So thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. I'm so excited to see what else is in store for you in the world. You are so talented.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So here is Heather Hill's last song titled Lolly. Take it away.
Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. All that top in the pump don't stop when the zipper dropping that lollipop. That lolly, 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 lolly. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that. The night just started, niggas already jump on it. It's the fresh face starlet. You can't get to your apartment. I'm that ice up goddess. I feel no need to be modest. Niggas break they commas just to hit, but she don't wanna. That one nigga who get through to roll up or something. They do what they do when they want you up. 1800 in the cup, bet I'm tipsy, huh? If a bitch packed up, bet he missed me, huh? Now we about to put the work in, flirting. Sneak drop a number in my Birkin. Got my sight blurring. Big cat cutting all the chirping. Hop into the whip, start skirting. I'm looking for a nigga who could touch it right. Looking for a nigga who could go all night. Looking for a nigga who can handle a lot when he's seeing a pop and he don't wanna stop. Nah, I'm looking for a nigga who could touch it right. Looking for a nigga who could go all night. Looking for a nigga who could catch the grip. When he gets it stiff, then he sticks it in. Them boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. All that top in the pump don't stop when the zipper dropping that lollipop. That lolly, 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 lolly. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that. It's what them hands start doing when I back into him. I tell him what to do like a bad influence. I'm all that, he loving all that. He making sure that if he call that I'm a callback. Like no, nigga, let's get back to the show. I know you love the body and it's making you grow. Oh, real slow, I took it to go. He all in it but he don't really know. That's when it's pop. The rock did not just know, he copped that. Eyes are locked, the jaw is dropped. He cocked back, different but he not gon' front. He like that, he gets it up, then it's to her. Strip the twirl, then hit the girl, then get down afterwards. The nigga sure he dumbfound. Take me high, don't take the right to come down. Come on. He slick like he popped that Molly, yeah. So slick when I touch that body, yeah. Me in the sheets, no audience. But he sleep, snatch pills, and all his sense. I'm godly, godly, godly. Tell his friends he don't want me, yeah. When he leaves the party, yeah. It's FT for that lolly, yeah. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. All that top in the pump don't stop when the zipper dropping that lollipop. That lolly, 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 lolly. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. Come on. And you could take it down like. And you could take it down like. Come on. That lolly, 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 lolly. That lolly, lolly, lolly. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. All that top in a pump don't stop when the zipper dropping that lollipop. Boys in the back of that auto drop, you know they gas for that lollipop. All that top in a pump don't stop when the zipper dropping that lollipop. Lolly, 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 that lolly, lolly, lolly. Heather Hills, and you can take it down.